Notts County Talk with Neil. It's finished Notts County 2, Grimsby Town 1. Neil, talk us through that from start to finish.
Don't know if we can manage start to finish, but I'll certainly. I mean, the guys worked very hard, very workmanlike performance, put the effort in. They did everything that anyone could ask of them. They got the result against the side that, Grimsby were no great shakes. Let's be honest, they weren't like MK Dons last week. They couldn't keep the ball, etc. But our guys worked incredibly hard, and at the end of the day, they can only beat what's put in front of them. I thought Mikhail Smith and Hemmings up front looked very good, especially Mikhail Smith. The effort, the amount of running he put in, and put them under pressure. Put their defenders under pressure, which is very, it's what you want from a striker. Early shout for a penalty.
The one on Tutor.
Yeah, but especially as the referee, you give them outside the area, but you don't give them inside 100%. The area. I suppose that's how it is sometimes with the refs. But no, I was pleased. I thought that, the guys at last, especially last game of the season in front of the fans to win, and they're still in with a chance.
Yeah, just think going in at half time, shouldn't the players would have caught wind at Yeovil? I think we're 2-0 up at that point.
I don't know.
What do you think that drives them on?
I don't know. You'd have to ask them, I suppose. I'd imagine it would do as a player. I would imagine you'd if you do hear that and think, well, okay, if we do this, we've got, then it gives us the opportunity, okay, or we've got to do this to put ourselves in with a shout next week, and which is what they've done at the end of the day. They've done everything anyone could ask of them this week. Yeah. Worked very hard, closed down a lot more than in recent games. A lot more. There seems to be a lot more energy. And maybe that's playing with 3 at the back and 5 in midfield gives them that ability to push on. But yeah, some good performances. Pierce Bird, especially the back. Sam Stubbs, again as usual. But I thought everybody played well. To be fair, the keeper when he was called. Again, it's a cold day and he stood there. He has to keep himself on his toes, and he made some good saves. So.
Yeah, he made one early on, didn't he? Because I think Grimsby started decent, and we were a bit slow out the traps. And if they'd have got an early goal, but keeper gets down well to his left hand post. Yeah, and he puts right at the end of the day. Yeah, if they got an early goal, it would have been a whole different ball game. Quite literally, it would have been a different atmosphere from the fans. And unfortunately, nerves would have crept in, but it didn't. So no point talking about what hasn't happened, so to speak. Yeah.
But they go down to Swindon. All right, Macclesfield have got a very good result today, but we're still in with a chance, and whilst it's mathematically possible, then it's with every opportunity.
Yeah, anything can happen on the last day, can't it?
Absolutely.
You see it every league.
Absolutely.
It'll change hands a few times.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it'll be one of those days where you'll love it and hate it, sort of thing. It's like, oh great, but oh for God's sake. We'll see. And
they're home to Cambridge, and on paper, it looks like it should be simple for them, but the sheer fact it's the last day.
No, I'm sure Exeter when they played the other week were thinking, well, it'll be we should get 3 points here, and they didn't. Thinking about looking at Doncaster Accrington during the week, I bet Donny were thinking, great, we'll get 3 points here. Didn't. So yeah, you just never ever know, and far too many times you see it that teams think, we'll be okay, and only need to get a point. You see, that could be a downfall for them. We only need to get a point. We need to win. No two ways. We need to win. They only need to get a point, and that's when you can make a mistake. So you never know.
I think playing if the players go out that much effort in again, I think Swindon, we could win. I really do.
Yeah, if they've got to put that effort in, they've got to look at it again. It's going to be the last hour and a half of football this season, potentially for many of them at this club. So why not? You put it all in. You give it a crack. You give it a fair old crack. You put all the effort in you can, and give yourself that. Make sure you're in the game and give yourself that opportunity. Swindon have got nothing to pay for. They may already be on the beach. Who knows? But as long as we give ourselves a crack, then that's the main thing.
Hoping to be down there next week?
Oh yes, I'm down there. Sorted. Sorry, that was just Les's lad, Tim.
All right, Neil.
Okay.
Hope it goes well next week.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers. Ta-ra.